Psalm 110 is a messianic psalm that celebrates the exaltation and reign of the Messiah as king and priest. The psalmist begins by declaring the Lord's declaration to the Messiah, "Sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool." This statement underscores the Messiah's exalted position and authority, seated at the right hand of God and ruling over all creation. In the midst of this declaration, the psalmist describes the Messiah's rule and authority. He declares that the Lord will extend the Messiah's scepter from Zion, signifying his dominion and sovereignty over all nations. The psalmist emphasizes the Messiah's role as king, ruling in the midst of his enemies and establishing his kingdom in power and glory. The psalmist then reflects on the Messiah's priestly role. He describes the Messiah as a priest forever, after the order of Melchizedek, highlighting his eternal priesthood and his unique status as both king and priest. The psalmist affirms the Messiah's role in mediating between God and humanity, offering intercession and salvation to all who come to him. The psalm concludes with a declaration of victory and triumph. The psalmist affirms the Messiah's victory over his enemies, declaring that he will crush kings on the day of his wrath and judge the nations. He calls upon the people to join in praising and exalting the Messiah, acknowledging his greatness and his authority as king and priest. Psalm 110 serves as a powerful affirmation of the Messiah's exaltation and reign, inviting all people to bow before him in reverence and worship. Let's now read Psalms chapter 110. A Psalm of David. The Lord said unto my Lord, "Sit thou at my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool. The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth. The Lord hath sworn, and will not repent, thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen, he shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. He shall drink of the brook in the way, therefore shall he lift up the head." This ends our reading of Psalms chapter 110.